Hello, folks at home. Welcome to our dear program, BORBDA and U. My name remains Alex Ojo. Today we have the privilege of having the ED, Executive Director of Planning and Designs, Benin Owena River Basin Development Authority, in the person of Osikela Omo Ihiroda. So you are the ED Planning and Designs.
Yes, sir.
I mean, what's it about? What are you planning?
Yes, you know, the Holy Book says before you begin on something, you need to count the cost.
Yes, sure.
So what we do essentially in planning and design is to conceptualize the project and then design it and then cost it. And then also there are other processes we do to ensure the project is delivered as intended. So essentially we just, and also apart from projects, we also handle areas whereby we handle budgeting for the authority and all responses from our parent ministry, from the National Assembly, from other ministries like finance, budget and national planning, as the case may be. We respond to such circulars because we need to be, they want us to update our activities to them and they upload on the databases respectively.
I was thinking that perhaps you should have a background in, maybe finance, management, stuff like that, but I mean, geology is a different, circle altogether.
Yes, well, there's a part of under planning and design that finance is required, but also the bulk of our work under planning and design, we have three departments. There's a critical department called investigation, investigation and design, and another called hydrology. Now, hydrology is essentially hydrogeology, groundwater investigation, and surface investigation. So that's my core. So it's all part of it.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. Now, you talked about project conceptualization and development. Please, let's delve there.
Okay. Now I must say this, that the federal government, we are an agency under the Federal Ministry of Water Resources, and the federal government has come up with this zero-based budgeting, which essentially it derives its strength from the need analysis. So there must be a need analysis. So what we do before projects are not taken out of from the blues to say we need to give this community water, for instance. Now, and that's where we've got it wrong over the years. There's a difference between our projects are not just being effective, they are also efficient. Effective means that they are useful. So if I go to, permit me to still use my village, UGK, and say I want to site a water scheme, and then maybe the state government has cited a water scheme, and the population of my village is not able to, it's okay, the water scheme serves the village. Then me going to cite a water scheme because I am from that village, that means that water scheme will not be useful. That's effectiveness. Now, efficiency, it's that in the course of doing that water scheme, we must use our resources must be adequately directed. So we use no wastage. So you use no wastage in terms of timing. So that's efficiency. So what happens in project conceptualization? We do the need analysis, and in the need analysis, we are guided by: is this effective? Will it serve the people? You don't just say go site it down because there's an opportunity to build it down. No. Or there's a river flowing. So the project must meet the needs of the people. So that's the first. Secondly, then we must design it to be efficient so that projects can last, can be sustainable. So that the resources you use, sustainability is the concept of what you use today, next future can also use it. So these are the things we put in planning and design.
In effect, you're saying that project conceptualization is like, it takes care of the incidence of white elephant projects.
Correct.
You know.
It doesn't arise because there's a need analysis.
Okay.
It's driven by what is needed. Yes, communities do make requests, but our duty, and that's why we do what is called a pre-BEME analysis. We go to the site, we look at it, we survey, we do all of that to ensure that this thing falls in line. Then secondly, I missed another point, that in project conceptualization, the whole idea is to ensure each project drives the diversification agenda of the government. Okay. So we must move from a mono economy. So we must open up our interlands. We must be able to develop our water resources. Then also we need to be each project we also hard up to create that necessary infrastructure, physical, financial, creative, all those infrastructure will be there. Then we must also be able to enable or empower people to be their best and contribute their best. So these are all put in our budget, now sent to the ministry, now approved by the National Assembly, and it's brought back to us, and then we execute. Then the engineering department or whatever department accordingly executes.
Look at this man. Okay, you go.
Where you for the concept?
My brother, I just quick go poo for that corner there.
This is your bad habit. You have not stopped it. Everywhere you they go, because they call you Papa Timo, you are modding it everywhere.
Papa Timo, this kind of thing when you do just now, bad well. Now so some people they poo for cellophane, rubber container for inside their shop and office, come throw away and forgot or nearby bush. Everywhere go come they smell. When rain come for, you go come wash out for the road where our children they pass, or even where they play.
Papa, mama, pikin, where it be said and they live for hostels, where you not get better toilet. That one not be excuse. So they do them for ordinary ground or put them for cellophane paper, throw away for anywhere. Because all these things get a health and environmental implication. And they talk and say, make we use toilet and keep Nigeria clean.
This message is powered by Engineer Saliu Ahmed, MD CEO, Benin Owena River Basin Development Authority, Benin City.
Welcome back from that short break. We are back with ED planning and designs. Geologists, do you have any, like engineers? I mean, anything?
Oh yes. In the planning as a department.
Yes, sir.
In the department, yes, we have investigation. One of the departments is called investigation and design. So there are engineers, civil, mechanical, there are engineers there. Then the hydrology department, you have basically hydrogeologists. Then you have the planning and budget department. Those are the three departments. And in planning and budget, those are the people that take in charge of planning and monitoring and evaluation and all and other functions they do. So yes, there are engineers in planning and design department directly.
So let's come back to planning and design.
Yeah.
Can you give us the rationale for picking of projects?
Okay.
You know, for picking of projects for execution.
Okay, good. As I said earlier, we do a need analysis, and then we also have a database, because we've seen in the time past whereby we've replicated projects, even the authority, because we do not have a database to say, XYZ was done in this location at so time. So we have a database now that tells us these are state of projects. So the planning and design department directorate comes up with the entire review of the previous year's budget to say this is the state of the project, this is the status, and this is what ought to be done. And that report comes out from what is called our monitoring and evaluation. So to get a project, we must do the need analysis. Then to ensure it's executed, because most projects are executed by the engineering directorate or the agri services directorate. Now we also, the engineers, we have the supervisors. We also have our M&E team. We have the post during the project and the pre, during and post M&Es. Okay. So for every project,
So M&E, that's
monitoring and evaluation.
Okay, all right.
Without the M&E report being in, finance will not pay that funds because we're ensuring that every project meets the designer. So M&E is the quality control of BORBDA to ensure that it meets spec. The people they benefit. For instance, if I say a tank should be 50 cubic meters, you don't give us 40.
45.
You don't, or 45. If I say the ball should be this depth, that's the depth, except otherwise the formation does not allow you to something. So we must ensure that what is designed is what is got. And so that's what M&E does. So we've raised up our ante, we've raised up our game, our staff are being trained and retrained so that we can be able to, or any tricks that the contractor wants to bring. And I must say our contractors so far they've been doing well, just one or a few. And everybody is now bought into the vision that we must deliver.
Are you concerned about your health and what goes into your stomach in the name of food? Are you in need of quality, wholesome foodstuff that is farm fresh, organically cultivated, and without any trace of chemicals or pesticides? Search no more. Benin Owena River Basin Development Authority, BORBDA, has a new integrated Songhai model farm that is self-sustainable and capable of meeting all your staple food needs: whole grain maize, sweet corn, pawpaw, vegetables, watermelon, tomatoes, snail, tiger nut, plantain, cassava, gari, prime quality eggs, meats like chicken, pork, goat meat, fish, smoked fish, etc. all available for sale. We also have well-processed palm oil, vegetable oil, and much more. Equally, we operate a conducive hostel facility to train youth, students, youth corpers, and other potential farmers in modern practical integrated farming techniques. Stock up your kitchen for Christmas and beyond at very affordable prices. Rush to Benin Owena River Basin Development Authority, BORBDA, the sales outlet at number 4 Central Road, opposite Edo State Ministry of Agriculture, near Police Headquarters, GRA, Benin City, or telephone 0812-672-3261 or 002-672-3260 or 0902-672-3263. Hurry, first come, first serve.
All right, welcome back. I'm sure you are enjoying the discourse with Omo Hiroda. He's been taking us through the various stages of, rationales for projects. It's not just, an all-comers affair, or because, like he gave the example, because I'm from this community, this project must come there. No. Need analysis and all that stuff.
Or needs assessment.
Assessment, okay. So tell us, what's the rationale for monitoring? How do you monitor and evaluate projects?
Very good. Now, proud to like 2 years ago, each agency or each ROBD had their own standards for carrying out M&Es. But 2 years ago, the office of the SGF, there's an office under the SGF that brought out a template.
SGF,
Secretary to the Government, brought out a template which was formulated after thorough review. Inputs were all put into that template. So we have a standard template that our team use. But essentially, the whole principle behind monitoring and evaluation is, I said we do a pre, during the project, and a post, is to say we go down to the site. If it's a road job, we go down to the road. Yeah. We prepare the BEME. BEME is Bill of Engineering, Measurement and Evaluation. We prepare the BEMEs like a BOQ. That is prepared by our department. We prepare it, vet it, and it goes. Now, so we know the state of that particular project pre. This is the state ground zero. Then once the contractor mobilizes and goes to site, at a certain time, our team also goes in to check what is being done to ensure, because we have the BEME. The BEME is what we present to the contractor. Okay. So the BEME is our checklist. Then when the project is over, there's the post M&E. We also go down to site to ensure it's done accordingly. Why we do this, someone will be asking, but there's a supervisor from BORBDA, from the engineering department. Now, what we do, as we say, we are the quality control unit, so that there can't be any collusion between the contractor and the supervisor. And then, for instance, for any reason or the other, if the supervisor doesn't capture one thing, the M&E will spell it out. And it has become helpful in the last 1-2 years where we follow this procedure. So that's the process of M&E. It's a bit thorough. The people go down to site, every single thing is looked and assessed and made sure it falls in line with the intention. It must meet specifications. If there are any reasons, because there are times there's times you meet some issues on site and it's resolved. We all come back, the team, we do, that's project management between ourselves and engineering. We must look at it and say, okay, this project, this has changed, this is needed, and then we tackle it.
Thank you very much. Now, I'm going to say that, I'm happy that you put a time frame that within the last 2 years.
2 years, yes.
Because when I visited one of the projects in Ikare.
Ikare, okay.
Yes. I'm sure we'll have the clip.
Okay.
We saw that as against what we had in other areas where they had 10 water outlets.
Okay, the fishing base.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Okay.
But this one they had just about 2 or 3, So I was wondering, so I'm going to bring it up. But for the fact that you quickly added that this your monitoring and evaluation procedure or exercise, actually, took off in the last 2 years. So for that, I would rest.
But let me quickly come in. As we said, every project, even if it's a water scheme, let's say a borehole scheme, every project is site specific. Every project is site specific. And every project is determined by your BEME and then the budgetary allocation. And then the budgetary release. Okay. Now, without doing too way back, we've had in the last 2 years almost 100% budgetary release. It has proud to now, the last 15 or so years, we've not had 100% release. So you can have an X amount for the budget, but it will become X minus Y when it's released, maybe because of you don't have enough revenue fund to fund it. So when it happens like that, what we also do, we do what is called, we need to now look at the project and then rescope it and scale it down, which we call rescoping. So that's done, but usually it's, so that, I don't know, if I see that I want to speak directly, I will speak to it. If it's because it was rescoped, then that's it. Most likely it was due that, the fund released could not take 10 outlets from the fishing base, so we have to take it down to this number.
Okay.
So at times it happens, and that's all part of project management.
Okay.
Because the project must be executed, and what we try to do when we rescope is that we must ensure that there's some benefit. The project can be usable. It can be usable, yes. So that's what we try to do. Except in some large projects that, like a dam, that until you finish. But most of our projects, we ensure that each year the project is usable for the community. So if you have like 2 fishing bays, you can, and then you have your capacity, your tank is enough to deliver 10. With time, we can add another more to it. That can also work out.
Right. Yes. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Now, let's look at the issue of budgets and the budget that's been coming to BORBDA. From what I learned, I understand that prior to this time, the budget was really, really small. But over the years, as small as maybe 800 million to 1 billion, so to speak. But over the years, it has...
Yes, there's been some. There's been a quantum leap.
Good. Yeah. Let me use your word, a quantum leap. Now, I want to find out from you, is this quantum leap, is it being reflected in the number of projects that are being executed?
Oh, sure. We had a budget envelope, what you call an envelope they give to us, about 600 million. And by the time you do your key projects, you put
600 million?
Million. 600 million.
Okay.
600 million. By the time you put one or two critical projects, you barely have. And that's why a lot of people, when we started, when we came on board, people, even I still have some, though not as much, when we just came, they ask, does BNO Winner still exist?
Good.
And
because we went to the streets and
Yes.
then, people say,
there's this thing. So at the time when you drive past, they'll say, they'll be looking at BNO Winner.
BNO Winner River Basin.
Oh,
Still in existence.
existence?
Even here in Benin, I mean,
Exactly.
so many people raised up that.
Yeah, exactly, because that's what happened. But in the last 4 years or thereabouts, too much is given, much is expected. The reward of good work is more work. So once they start seeing that you're having your 1 naira is being judiciously expended, it gives a lot of credence for more funds to come. Then we have a lot of support from our members of the National Assembly. I'll give you one instance. Our integrated farm today is the model, which is patterned after Songhai farm, is the model farm in Nigeria for integrated farming.
Wow.
Purely organic. There's nothing inorganic. No, the pesticides are herbs. We use plants. We do not use any form of inorganic materials there. Purely organic. And the integrated farm has so much attracted attention that there are a lot of peer review from our other sister ROBDAs. And now they just commissioned one in Imo, Anambra Imo, last week by the Honorable Minister. Now, and so we took the lead. We are doing 4 integrated farms right now as we speak.
I know
Across
two,
Obayanto,
parts of, no, not
yes,
Obayanto,
Okpe and Orogu.
Yes, we were part of that.
Yes, those are going on. There is another one in Auchi, fantastic. So those are running well. We want to do another one at Ikere. So the news is going around that there's something happening in Benin there. So that's what. And then when you see transparency, you see money what or value what that these guys are putting value, then they tend to put in more to attract more. So over the years, and that's why I said we've been increasing, and we hope to our target is that we'll go much more. We'll double our stuff because the people are yearning for development and they are yearning for it speedily. They want to develop like yesterday. So BNO Winner, we have the requisite professionals to deliver on various infrastructure across our catchment. We cover 4 states.
Yes.
Edo,
Ekiti,
Ondo, and the
part of
Delta, the Delta North Senatorial District. So yes, they are now beginning to see BNO Winner presence being felt. And there are major projects we are now taking up. We are taking up major projects in Benin now. We are having a dam, Otuoe Dam. We are going to do the Auchi Dam, the Auchi regional scheme. We are doing in collaboration with the state government. We are now able to revive the Ewoimi, part of what fantastic work that is being done, providing water with the state government, water to Uromia axis. And the dam at Ugboa, that is what is feeding that. So we're taking up projects that are transforming our society, our communities. Yes.
All right. Thank you very much. Now you talked about consultant monitoring.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. How are you able to ensure that the contractors are delivering on mandates and specifications?
Okay. I'll start with the consultants. Now, what we do is we have our in-house team, a team of engineers, hydrogeologists, surveyors, both quantity surveyors and land surveyors. So we have the full complement of the team, and then with equipment, we are doing our design studio now. So we're going to have all the state-of-the-art software and the hardware to run our designs. Now, so we do some designs in-house. But there are certain jobs that we need to get a consultant to do for us. And then now what we do, our SOPs now, standard operating procedures, that once, because they are the contract specifies deliverables and time frames. You do your inception report, you put in your feasibility report, you're okay to go to feasibility, you're okay, draft preliminary design, all those stages are done. Now what we do is this: for every design that comes after we've certified, we also do what is called a session that the consultant will have with our entire team. And this time we now take from engineering to come and join us. So the consultant comes and show us your work. Yes, we've looked at it and we all critique. And often than not, there's always something that is spotted. Maybe we looking at it, we didn't see it or something. So at that session, we have a technical session for every report that is made.
Are you concerned about your health and what goes into your stomach in the name of food? Are you in need of quality, wholesome foodstuff that is farm fresh, organically cultivated, and without any trace of chemicals or pesticides? Search no more. Benin Owena River Basin Development Authority, BORBDA, has a new integrated Songhai model farm that is self-sustainable and capable of meeting all your staple food needs: whole grain maize, sweet corn, pawpaw, vegetables, watermelon, tomatoes, snail, tiger nut, plantain, cassava, gari, prime quality eggs, meats like chicken, pork, goat meat, fish, smoked fish, etc. all available for sale. We also have well-processed palm oil, vegetable oil, and much more. Equally, we operate a conducive hostel facility to train youth, students, youth corpers, and other potential farmers in modern practical integrated farming techniques. Stock up your kitchen for Christmas and beyond at very affordable prices. Rush to Benin Owena River Basin Development Authority, BORBDA, the sales outlet at number 4 Central Road, opposite Edo State Ministry of Agriculture, near Police Headquarters, GRA, Benin City, or telephone 0812-672-3261 or 002-672-3260 or 0902-672-3263. Hurry, first come, first serve.
Okay.